All right.
It is all as I have foreseen.
All right.
Set it up, knock him down.
So, Rord or Tanis, do either of you have a thing you want to do?
I don't know, way the fuck away from them. So...
I think that one of us could, I don't know, go get in contact with the armed forces, use talk sense to convince them to fight better.
that shouldn't be me.
All right, so if Tanis wants to go do that, we can have him...
Also, no, that should not be me. Those are both not good stats.
Oh, okay.
Please send someone to stop the drill. Thanks. That's what that boulder was. It was a message.
Attach a small piece of paper to it.
Yep.
No.
I read it as it's flying away.
Please stop the drill. Thanks.
Let's see.
Oh, so this is like an industrial type city, so the buildings are pretty densely packed, right?
Yeah, more or less. Somebody's probably going to notice the drill.
Okay, that's, I mean, like, there's buildings, like, right next to you and on all sides of you. Ape.
Yo.
There's buildings, like, right next to you and on all sides.
Yeah.
Barely tight in.
Yep.
Okay, let's run along the rooftops towards the wall.
Go for it.
So anime.
Yeah, I'm jumping out the window.
All right.
And I'm rolling.
Bye,
Go ahead and
Tanis.
roll Grace at despair because you.
Okay, that's a good result so far.
Oh, so
We
far.
roll.
Okay.
We are high die.
Oh boy.
Okay, that's a 13.
That's a what?
Holy
That's a
shit.
what?
13.
Okay, so you managed to like leap down with such a grace, and then like you snag yourself on some sort of cloth that's hanging off the building, and you roll around, and like it wraps around your shoulder, all delicate, like, and now you have like a wonderful, glorious cape to go with your outfit as you land on the streets with no damage.
I was aiming for one of the
anime.
rooftops, but okay, sure, I'll take it.
Okay, no. We're running on rooftops, and you like every time you leap, you do like some sort of Cirque du Soleil shit. Like you leap from one roof, and then you roll, and then you open up your arms, and like you're a bird, and then you roll again, and then like you open up your arms again, and like you're like some sort of like bat thing, and then you roll again, and then like you're just a rainbow, and then you just go wherever you need to go, just pulling off the weirdest Cirque du Soleil garbage.
Wow.
Do the orc troops get a morale bonus from watching this?
Yes, they do. And Heave, you hope on whatever roll you make next, and if that happens to be something that you have despair with, they cancel out, so you would just roll normally.
For that one roll.
Yeah, for that one roll.
Okay.
But yes, everybody's inspired, and all of a sudden everybody starts fighting better, and they're like, "Did you see that? That was amazing! I need to go buy a ticket or something."
Wish I had my camera.
I love parkour!
Man. Too bad my back was turned on that, or I might have some respect for you.
Gosh. Okay. So let's go ruin those drill guys' day.
All right, so the drill guys are drilling through. Look like they're about half through now. Like the drill is sort of halfway in, and you can see that the other side of the wall is sort of like cracking a little bit, but not too much.
Okay, let's stab someone.
All right, go down there and stab somebody.
So, blood.
Better idea would be to stab everybody.
Well, yeah, stab everybody.
Stab many
You
people.
might want to roll courage, though, actually.
For, oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Courage is the thing to roll, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why there is no strength roll, because blood is not strength. So you have to consider which stats are most appropriate.
And I'm all hopeful and shit. Well, that's a 9.
That's a 9. I guess what you're doing is keeping them busy?
Yes.
All right. So 9.
So I stall them for a while.
Yeah, you stall them for a while. So you get down there and you start like slashing at them, and you don't deal any damage to the Gruul, but like they turn around and they start swinging at you, and you're just like ducking and weaving and shit, and they're just like cursing
Kind of
you.
slapping at them
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
limply with my
I'd say
sword.
that he's killing some of them, but more of them are appearing.
yeah, yeah. There we go.
We are facing an army here, so
Right, and they're gonna
Just
be
be
a
more
little
like
mooky.
me.
Ha ha
They're
ha!
gonna
Sha
be a
sha
little
sha!
mooky for siege scenes, but expect them to be a little tougher when you're fighting them. This is the rule ninja shit, garbage, trash.
Pocket sand.
This is just talcum powder. What the fuck? All right.
No, I do have several full makeup kits on my person.
All right. So,
God.
Rord, what do you want to do now that the drill is being taken care of?
Well, I'm still pretty ticked at that wizard, so I'm gonna take aim at him again.
All right. Go ahead and roll. What did I have you roll last time? Was it Grace or
Blood?
Okay, go ahead and roll blood.
I might want to roll sense for aiming.
I can do that too. They're both the same.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
You're
Go ahead.
relying on your senses and acting on a plan.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It's a roll sense.
Let me see here. Oh, that's nice. That's a 9 plus 2, so that's 11.
That's 11. So you fire at the fucking wizard guy again, and he looks up. And he tries concentrate, but he like right before his face of view for you, you can see his eyes go wide as he's like, "Oh shit, I'm out of magic," and he just disappears into a fine mist.
Nice.
I lean over and say, "See, this is why I don't rely on my mind for my magic."
I don't think he relies on anything anymore.
Because you know, you run out of your internal
Dun, dun,
reserves.
dun, dun, dun.
You run out of your internal reserves, you're done. Whereas I got spares.
All right, this goes on.
External reserves.
This is why you're going to be my champion.
This goes on for a little while, and then all of a sudden, Arthur's knee just starts burning, and overhead, like it just completely ignoring pretty much the entire battle that's going on, is a sort of personal like flying craft, and it's just flying over the building or over the city and towards a different building than the ones that everybody aside from Sworna is in. And you can see that there's this one guy dressed in dark blue robes with like gold trimmings and everything, and he doesn't look like a human, but he doesn't look like a half dragon either. He's more like a quarter dragon. He looks sort of different than from what you remember him, Arthur. Last time you saw him, he was a complete and total human, and now he sort of looks like this weird quarter dragon thing.
Well, that can actually happen to harbingers. You know, when we reappear on a new planet, we generally look more or less like the inhabitants, because otherwise there are a lot of questions and a lot of witch hunts that are just,
Yeah,
interfere with whatever plan may or may not be driving our footsteps.
but here's the thing: you haven't really seen anything like this ever since you've gotten here. He seems to be trying to stand out.
So he clearly looks like he is not one of the native inhabitants, which he should look like.
Exactly.
Well, it's in the right flyer, so.
Yes, and by the way, for reference, Arthur Gray himself is the wrong color for the humans on this planet.
Okay.
Wow, bold choice with the purple.
But yes, he flies by, and like as you notice him flying by, he doesn't even look your way. He doesn't even seem to acknowledge your existence. He just flies right past this building towards a different building, not as big, because I'm pretty sure Ape saying that he was the richest person in the city probably has the biggest factory in the city.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but it's probably the second or third biggest factory in the city.
So, just in case I'm the only one who notices, I do point this out to Rord,
Yeah.
and then I use my tablet to send messages to Tanis and Swarna as well. That, hey, Overlord Crunchy has made an appearance on the battlefield. He is heading towards one of the buildings in the Orc City. Pause writing my message. Say, hey, what's the name of that tower there?
That's Thunderforge Tower of Thunderforge Industries.
The orange tower with the gargoyles.
Yeah, Thunderforge Tower.
Wow, it is a fucking...
Send.
Thank you. Thank you. That is actually very fitting considering the theme I was going with Overlord Crunchy here. Thank you for making it Thunder. Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, he's headed to Thunderforge Tower. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I'm gonna drag one of my cannons into the elevator and head up to the roof.
I'll be sticking with him. But yeah, just
I'm gonna have more keep loading and firing these ones on the ground on the, what did I say, 56th floor or whatever.
Yeah, you said 56.
Mork's gonna stay busy down here with the other goblin workers.
Well,
yes, and just for reference, both of you are now aware that Overlord Crunchy has made his appearance, but you still have those things that you're doing still need to get done.
Yeah, I assume I'm still tied up.
yeah, I was going to ask if any actual reinforcements came to.
The reinforcements have finally arrived by
Yeah, the militia's finally mobilized here.
They just as he was flying by Ape's factory, the reinforcements finally arrived.
All right, cool.
We were kind of caught with our pants down.
But at the same time, reinforcements have arrived over at the drill and are starting to close in on Tanis.
Oh my gosh. All
Your
right,
keep them busy period has ended.
I'll let the reinforcements cover the hole, and I'll go save Tanis this time.
All right, we will focus on Swarna and Tanis at the moment. So, Tanis, you are now currently fighting down, we'll say, 3 Groll and 3 humans.
Okay.
So, what are you gonna do? They're currently trying to surround you.
So what is it supposed to be? A more keep 'em busy walls overcome them?
That's up to you.
Well, it depends on what you want to do in the near future.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm thinking out loud here. Okay, it's not really keeping them busy, so it's going to have to be overcoming, logically.
Well, we could. I could keep them busy, and then you could try and finish them while they're distracted. You'd have an advantage over them.
Okay.
But that's plus blood, so I don't know.
All right, so
No, advantage is fine. No, that's cool. Yeah.
All right, I will. I guess I'll distract them, and then I'll set them up. You knock them down. So I will step up with my giant sword, and I'll point at them. And I assume these human guys probably know they can't beat me up, so hopefully they'll start running once they realize that. And I'll just start cutting heads off or whatever, just trying to keep them busy to act as a distraction.
all right, go ahead and roll. Keep them busy.
So I will. I got a 9. So I will
That's stalling for a short time.
hurry up, Tanis.
Okay, let's go. The 9.
9. I guess you're rolling getaway.
No, I was finishing them.
Oh, finishing them. Let's see. 7 to 9. Deal damage to a stat that makes sense, and you lose your advantage over them. If an ally was keeping them busy, they aren't anymore. So basically, you damage one of their stats, which we'll say is killing off a couple of them, and now they can't. Now they don't really have quite as big advantage as numbers they used to anymore. Since I did say there were 3 Groll and 3 humans, which 2 do you want to kill?
I want to kill Groll.
All right, you kill 2 of the Groll. I keep mispronouncing it Groll because that was what I was originally going to call them. I thought Groll would have been funnier just because it would have been, hey, they're like Gruul. They're terrible at everything except fighting.
It's Groll of a magic thing.
Yeah.
Like green light or whatever.
So you kill 2 of the Gruul, and then the one that's left alive, this is Swarna coming here, and since news travels fast, they heard that only Gruul can really hurt this thing, it turns around and starts trying to swing and lob one of her arms off. So Swarna, what do you want to do to avoid that?
Okay, let me think about that. Maybe I'll take the initiative and try and just like toss him aside, like get him out of here before he can like really get me. I've got a giant sword, so presumably I have a little bit of reach on him, so I'll try and swat him aside,
All right.
so that we can make our brilliant escape.
Overcoming with rage would be blood.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna toss this dude aside. Like I'm gonna throw him away. Go away.
Giant move.
Okay, got a 9, which they go exactly where I want them to. So I successfully toss him away towards like the back of the army, I guess, away from me.
All right. He flies towards the back of the army, and the humans, seeing that the only things capable of actually hurting you, because they're pathetic and they have like really shitty weaponry, just sort of back off enough so that Tannis can get away if he would want to.
Yeah, I probably should.
Get out of here, man. All right. Should I leave? Do you guys think you'll need me? I think you'll be fine.
What's the worst that could happen?
Womp womp. All right, so as those get away, we are going to swing the camp back over to Rord and Arthur, and they manage to get over to the what did you say it was called again, Ape? Thunder something?
Thunderforge Tower.
Thunderforge Tower. How did you get there? The roofs or the streets?
Well, actually, I rode my Varg, which is a big old wolf in one of my gear.
I thought we were going to the roof with a cannon.
Oh yeah, we were.
You were?
Thanks,
Oh yeah,
Kalon.
yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you get to the roof with the cannon. So what do you want to do from the roof?
All right, I'm gonna ask. Let me see. Hey, Arthur, do you got anything that explodes?
No, but I can make. But if you hum a few bars, I can fake it.
What do you got in your gear that could be useful for this? Let me see.
But seriously, I've got this nano factory here. Just let me type something in.
Okay, go for it. Make me something that'll go boom. In the meantime, I'm gonna start loading some rubble from my roof into the cannon,
Fire yourself.
and I'm gonna use one of my. Let's see. One of the reasons Orc named my champion one of those is one of them is scary. I have 3 because I took a trait. One of them is cunning as can be, and I can use this to instantly look closely. And I want to look pretty closely at that ship. I'm gonna see what here is useful or valuable to me, and what here is not as it appears to be, in regards to the ship Lord Crunchy there is riding on.
Wait, I think you get 3 answers if you get the.
No. Only if I only get 2 if I use this trait.
Huh.
Yeah. He chose a thing that lets him instantly do this.
Okay.
The important thing is the engine is rather exposed, and if you were to aim there, you would probably make it explode. What was the other thing you said?
I asked what is useful or valuable to me, and what here is not as it appears to be.
Okay, what here is not as it appears to be? He probably actually doesn't need the thing to fly. He probably has his own methods of actual flight, and he's probably just using this for show.
Well, he's like me. He's got more than one means to fly. For instance, Rex here.
Damn
Rex
zeppelins.
here has rocket mode.
Anyway, you finished making that explosive yet?
I have rolled a 12, so I would say yes.
Awesome. I'm going to load that along with the rubble, and if I just blow this up, it's not going to bother him too much. But if I blow it up in a way that it might flip over and trap him underneath it for a little bit, that'd be nice.
Well, if nothing else, blowing up his personal flight craft will get his attention.
Alrighty. Let's see. This be an overcome or keep him busy or what?
Let's say overcome.
Okay. I'm going to use my plus blood.
Well, just a second, though, because...
Oh, hold up.
I believe this would run into unstoppable.
Actually, this would run into both unstoppable and invincible. So either way, he would be rolling at despair because of my traits.
Okay, so I rolled 3 and I picked the lowest 2.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, let's do this thing. Oh, piss. I rolled 2 1s.
Yes.
So I got 2. That's a 4.
Yeah, you fire the cannon and it actually
Wow.
explodes in your face and you lose it.
Damn it.
I don't know.
And
I mean, it doesn't have to be.
Huh?
I think in this case it would be more like it runs into your personal.
oh, yeah, I guess so. Okay, so
Yeah,
you,
no,
you
it, no, it runs into your personal craft's point defense systems. Is what I was going to finish saying.
okay, so you fire it, but the craft actually has some sort of shielding, either magical or otherwise. You can't really tell without Tannis there to definitely yelp if that's magic or not. And it lands on.
I did say it's point defense.
Well, yes. But
That means that he fired something that made it blow up early.
okay. So it doesn't do anything to the craft, and the craft lands on the roof, and he just starts walking into the roof access door and just walking down, and he is out of sight.
Well, shit.
Oh, we need to get over there quickly.
Never liked Thunderforge Industries anyway.
Rex, rocket mode.
Are we going to start heading over there?
Rex gives a robotic.
Well, I thought Ape was just implying he's going to destroy the buildings.
No, Rex starts hovering in the air as he starts firing rockets out of his feet.
Rex goes bark, bark, and turns into Rush.
Yeah, something like that, actually.
All right, so Bobbin's heading that way. How do the rest of you? We'll say all of you. How did the rest of all of you want to get there?
Roard, there is room for you behind me, in case.
All right, I'm going to hitch a ride.
All right.
I'm also going to, before I leave, I'm going to whistle for my Varg to follow us.
Okay.
Technically speaking, I can carry one person, so I pick up Tannis and we walk. The end.
You could
Are
make like.
You want to walk
early
and not
Superman
like
jumps.
jump? You can make a series of Hulk jumps.
Oh man, I wish.
Throw
You can
Tannis.
punch the ground very hard and propel yourself
Throw
upwards.
Tannis. It worked so well last time.
You know what? Yes, I will. I will throw Tannis.
Okay, let's
I
do
will
it.
throw you. I will toss you aside. At least you'll get there safely.
I am good with this.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Okay, with a 6. Oh. Oh man, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry.
What happened?
I'm gonna get cut
What
in half.
I don't know. It doesn't say anything on a 6. I'm lazy. I don't pick you up. Whatever. We're walking. I amble away.
If it works like
Just
Overcome,
whiff.
then the Overlord names a steep price. If you take it, you succeed. If you do not, you fail.
All right. I want to hear this price.
Both your blood and your courage are damaged. You cannot use regeneration to negate it.
Oh, that's lame. I'm sorry, man, but no.
Yeah,
No, I'm walking.
You were going to throw him, but then Tannis just slips right out of your hands and face plants on the ground.
No. I looked into the future and I saw how awful it would be. It'd be really lame. Let's just walk. Or, I mean, you could do your roof running.
Hulk jump.
Yeah, I guess. I still have to use Grace for that, though.
Probably a
So-
bunch of vehicles lying around.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'd argue you don't have to use Grace if you're doing the punch
No,
the ground
there's an
really hard
actual
method.
giant move that is like you can use blood instead of Grace to jump around like a crazy person. I don't have that move. So I literally have to use Grace. And that's going to suck. It's not going to be very precise, but I'll do it. God damn it.
Keep in mind, No, that's right. You regenerated yourself out of it, I think.
Yes.
No, I'll climb up. I won't roof jump. I'll just sort of walk across various power lines, clotheslines,
All right. Well, I rolled to jump.
strung between
I rolled
buildings.
to Hulk jump using Grace, so I got a 6, which probably means that it's fucking awful, and I don't have a whole lot of
No.
precision while I'm doing it.
No, it
Whoops.
takes you a while. In fact, despite the fact that you got a bit of a head start from Tanis. He might actually get there first, depending on how his grace roll is.
Oh boy.
I'm not doing anything that I need to roll grace for. I'm an elf, so I can just walk across absurdly thin things.
He definitely gets there ahead of you.
Oh man.
So
Aiming is not my strong suit. I'm sorry.
So Arthur and Rord, you see Tanis making his way there quickly and gracefully, and then like you look down at the street and you just see Sworna just sort of like walking and just like bitch slapping Gruul who try to get in her way.
I'm thinking just like in my mind, I am seeing someone combining Hulk jumps with those failed parkour videos.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that. And I didn't really mean to destroy those buildings. I feel kind of bad.
Fabulous villain. It depends on the move. If you roll over 6 but below 10, it that just counts as partial success, pretty much. All right. So eventually, you all get there, and you hear some horrible grinding coming from below. Like this building. How tall is this building, Ape? Because I was going to say a certain height, but then I remembered this is your city.
Well, it's not exactly a tall building. It's more underground. The above ground section is about 6 stories tall.
All right, so from below ground you hear this horrible grinding and screeching and moaning sound.
And what the hell were what the hell was Thunderforge working on? I can't remember.
Since when did he have a grindcore band?
Yes, that was it. This entire siege was to get to a rave.
I start destroying the building immediately.
Sworna just starts punching the walls, not doing really much. This fucking building.
Screw that, I'm getting in there. I'm going to use one of my traits, strong as an ox. It lets me instantly bust through a wall.
I also do that.
You shout, oh
But
yeah!
to a different
You
wall.
jump through jump to the roof and down to the building proper.
Yes.
Damn.
Where is that, by the
I
way?
can't follow that up.
It's under gear. It's basically reasons they named my champion. I took a custom that allows me 3.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Nice.
Strong as an ox, scary as hell. Okay.
He's like a baby giant.
Yeah, I took strong as an ox, tough as nails, and cunning as can be.
Like a
I've
baby.
used cunning and strong already.
When you jump down into the building, I guess how many floors do you think you can go through with that move?
I'm gonna say 3.
Okay, as you leap down three floors and create a hole straight down, you see a couple orcs like running for the exit. It looks like they work here.
Okay.
I'm gonna use talk sense to convince them to pick up weapons and join us.
All right, go ahead and roll for it.
Let me roll that here. I got a 7, and with a +2 modifier, that's a 9.
All right. On the 7+, you must make a promise. Tell them what, and then they'll do the
7 to
ask.
9.
And 7 to 9, the
9.
promise is not enough, and you must also pay a price for them here right now. So they look at you and they're like, "Why should we risk our lives right here for you? Why? Tell us. Give us a reason."
Well, I'm guessing that Thunderforge Inc. isn't going to be a business for a much while longer. We have positions open over at Wastewalker Industries.
You're offering them a job?
Orcs are very job focused.
One of
In
them,
the middle of a... God damn it.
hold on.
Orcs are basically a race of Tony Starks, okay?
One of them looks.
Alright, I'm in.
Shut up! Everybody, shut up for a second. They look at each other, and the other one of them looks over and asks, "What's the dental like?"
We have an excellent dental plan. We have full coverage and a $10,000 deductible. Orc dentistry is very expensive.
Because Lisa needs braces.
They talk to each other and they whisper and they nod their heads and they go deal, and then they don't run down, they start running up, because that's where some of the that's where all those weapons manufacturing stuff is.
I just yell at them to meet me in the basement, and I just keep heading down.
All right.
I'm just following with him at this point.
Everybody just following Roard.
When he created a hole, I used Rex to
Yeah,
just sort
I
of hover
mean,
down through it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if you meet any other orcs on the way, tell them the deal stands for them too.
They nod and run along.
I can make the hole bigger if you'd like, and we can just keep going down. I'll just punch the floor.
Is this a hole punching party? How come nobody asked me to come?
I mean, we can walk, but it seems like a waste of a hole, honestly.
I've always been a fan of the direct path.
All right, I just start punching the ground, and my attacks have dangerous and area, so everyone needs to like stand really far back.
I will remain a floor above her until she finishes punching things.
Because it literally says in my book, I always cause collateral damage. Something breaks or I damage the environment or an ally is caught in the attack. So you guys need to stand really far away, please.
All right. Go, giant lady.
I'm just gonna punch the ground.
All right, and then
Please, I'm normal sized.
And then Swarna just starts punching the ground through, and it's Ape. You said you got down 3 floors, so it's the second floor, then the first floor, then the ground floor, then basement 1, basement 2, basement 5.
Whoops.
It's like she just keeps keeps punching and punching, and eventually she reaches the very bottom where there's this huge room, like way deeper than pretty much probably any building in the city, and in it is imagine Arthur's dog. Now imagine that, but as a dragon filling up pretty much this entire room, and it's starting to stretch its wings.